Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Shri Soundarya Lahari, explanation of verse 29. Kiritam Vairincham Parihara Purah Kaitabha Bhidaha Kathore Kotire Skhalasi Jahi Jambhari Makutam Pranam Resh Veteshu Prasabha Mupayatasya Bhavanam Bhavasyabhyuthane Tava Parijanoktir Vijayate. Verse 26 extols the greatness of Ambigai's purity. Pativratam. Virinchi proceeds to death. Hari also meets an end. Yama meets his destruction. Kubera becomes wealthless and faces his destruction. The group of Indras are also in deep sleep with their eyes closed. O Sati, in this great universal destruction, this Sadashiva, your husband, is seen happily playing with you. Verse 27 describes the Samayachara way of worshipping Ambigai. Let the speech that we mutter become prayers, and all the manual tasks become the symbolic arrangement of fingers in worship. May the gate be the steps of pradakshina of the deity. Let the food be the method of offering oblation in homa. Let the sleep be namaskara. Let all that is manifested in me be synonymous with worship to you from the point of view of offering the self in worship. Verse 28 describes the greatness of Ambigai's Tatankam. Having consumed the nectar, which is supposed to remove the fearful old age and death, Brahma, Indra, and all the other inhabitants of heaven eventually perish. However, on the other hand, Shambhu, Lord Shiva, who consumed a mouthful of dreadful poison, is not subject to time. He does not meet his end. That is because of the greatness of Ambigai's earrings, Tatangam. Verse 29 interestingly describes how Ambigai greets Lord Shiva, and during that process what happens and what is said there is described in 29th verse. Let us look at the Padacheda and then detailed explanation. Kiritam Vairincham Parihara Puraha Kaitabha Bhidaha Kathore Kotire Skhalasi Jahi Jambhari Makutam Pranamreshu Eteshu Prasabham Upayatasya Bhavanam Bhavasya Abhyuthane Tava Parijanoktihi Vijayate. Kiritam Vairincham Parihara Puraha Kaitabha Bhidaha. Vairincham Kiritam. Virinchihi Brahmadeva's Kiritam, the crown. Kaitabha Bhidaha, the destroyer of the demon Kaitabha, indicating Mahavishnu. Parihara Puraha. Puraha, that which is in the front. Parihara, may you avoid the crown of Brahmadeva and the destroyer of Kaitabha, Mahavishnu. Also Mahavishnu's crown, which continues in line 2. Kathore Kotire Skhalasi Jahi Jambhari Makutam. Kathore Kotire, the hard crown. Kathoram means hard. Kotire, the crown. Jambhari Makutam, the crown of the enemy of Jambha, indicating Lord Indra. Jahi, you please avoid, else Skhalasi, you will trip and fall. Skhalanam means tripping and falling. Here the lines indicate that somebody is telling Ambigai, hey Ambigai, please avoid the crown of Virinchi, the crown of Mahavishnu, who is the destroyer of Kaitabha, and also the crown of Lord Indra, who is the enemy of Jambha. If you don't avoid it, you might trip and fall. And why would Ambigai trip and fall? Pranamreshu eteshu prasabham upayatasya bhavanam. Pranamreshu eteshu. When these gods are praying to you, are offering their salutations to you, prasabham, all of a sudden, hastily, upayatasya bhavanam, someone is approaching your abode. Ambigai is suddenly getting up from her seat while somebody is approaching her bhavanam, her abode. Who is that person? Bhavasya abhyuthane tava parijanoktihi vijayate. Bhava, Lord Shiva, when he approaches your abode, when he comes to meet you, you immediately abhyuthane, you immediately rise in order to honor and welcome him. During that time, tava parijanoktihi, the words of your retinue or all the female assistants that surround you goes, hey Ambige, please be careful. When you look at Lord Shiva approaching your abode, you would immediately rise to honor and welcome him. While you do so, please keep in mind that all the gods are offering their salutations to you. Hence, you will need to avoid their crowns, else you might trip and fall down. Parijanoktihi vijayate. These are the words of the retinue of Ambigai that sounds while Shiva is approaching to meet her. This is a beautiful imagination that talks about the relationship, the loving relationship between Ambigai and Ishvara. The moment she sees Lord Shiva approaching her abode, she would stop everything that she is doing and hurriedly go and welcome him. She would be so eager to talk to him. This verse beautifully describes the excitement that Bhagavati experiences when she awaits the arrival of Parameshwara. The highly illustrious personalities of Brahma, Vishnu, Indra praying to Ambigai. They pay their respects and also admire her. However, Ambigai is always focused and has the frame of mind completely into Lord Shiva. Hence, the thought of Indra, Devaganas or other Devas offering their salutations to her is insignificant and fleeting. The attendants of Ambigai completely understand this and alert her to take care of herself when she enthusiastically, with a lot of anxiety, goes to meet and welcome Parameshwara. The glorious words of caution of Ambigai's assistance. We pray to you to avoid the crown of Virinchi, which is lying right in front of you. You will topple over the hard crest of the slayer of Kaitabha, indicating Mahavishnu. Please keep off the headgear of the foe of Jamba, indicating Lord Indra. While all these three lay in front of you, offering their salutations, all of a sudden you start and rise to receive Bhava, Lord Parameshwara, who is approaching to see you in your abode. Kiritam Vairincham Parihara Puraha Kaitabha Bhidaha. The crown of Virinchi and the crown of the destroyer of the demon Kaitabha, indicating Mahavishnu, lie in front of you. Puraha, please avoid. Kathore Kotire Skhalasi Jahi Jambhari Makutam. The hard crown of Mahavishnu and the crown of the enemy of Jambha, Lord Indra. Please avoid, else you would trip. Pranamreshu yeteshu prasabham upayatasya bhavanam. When these gods are offering their salutations to you, you suddenly, promptly rise when somebody is approaching your abode. Bhavasya abhyuthane tava parijanoktihi vijayate. You rise in honor to meet and greet Bhava, Lord Shiva, and while you do so, These are the words of your retinue, alerting you to be cautious while you rise to welcome him. May their words always triumph. The corresponding namas from Lalita Sahasranamam. Shiva Swadhina Vallabha, she who is the personification of Shiva and she whose husband always obeys her. Shiva Priya, she who is dear to Lord Shiva. Shiva Para, she who does not have any interest except Lord Shiva. Sada Shiva Pativrata, she who is a devoted wife at all times to Lord Shiva. Sada Shiva Kutumbini, she who is the consort of Sadashiva, Parameshwara. Shambhu Mohini, she who attracts Lord Shiva. This shloka can be chanted to soften even rough personalities. Thus concludes the explanation of verse 29 of Sri Soundarya Lahari. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara.